Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 175.
This morning we woke up here at Boardwalk and I had a message from someone that started out something like, you need to get that Minnie Mouse poncho that you love so much. I was like, wow, now I'm getting like actual messages about it because I've been getting tons of comments, you need to buy it, you need to buy it. And I was like, I will at some point, I just haven't yet, but I do love it. And so I read the rest of the message and the person said, and to thank you for everything you all have done, here's the money to go buy it. And to wake up to something like that, I was about to cry. I look at Robert and he goes, what happened? Because I'm like ready to tear up. I was like, no, it's a good thing, I promise. And I told him, he was like, we need to go buy this. You've been so excited about it. I'm like, I know. And so we went down to the gift shop there on the boardwalk and I was able to get my Minnie Mouse poncho that I loved so much. It is so cute. And now I just have to wait for it to rain.
But it is summertime in Florida, so it's bound to happen sooner or later because it tends to do it about every day, it seems like. Went back up to the room after we went and bought her poncho and spent the rest of the morning and early afternoon working in the room. I had a call booked with a client that took up a couple hours of my time, and then I had some other work to do. And Alyssa was working on the blog and a giveaway we were getting ready to do and just several different things. We're basically trying to fill the day while we wait for my mom to get here. She's coming in later this afternoon on Magical Express. So we just wanted to be in the room, work, and wait for her to arrive so we could go to the parks.
And when she did arrive, we walked over to Epcot. We do have some fast passes booked. So we started with Living with the Land and we ended up on the front row of this one, which rarely ever happens. But when you're on the front row of there, you have amazing views of everything. I really prefer it, but again, it doesn't happen very often. So this was really fun and we really enjoyed getting to see it from this view. Next, we went to Spaceship Earth and rode that. And of course, it's always fun. And I decided it'd be hilarious to make a funny face, but it wasn't as funny in the picture. It just looked horrifying. And I was like, oh, my poor little emoji person just looks terrified of everything now.
I mean, the Spaceship Earth camera, when they do that picture at the very beginning, because it tries to like crop your head out, you always look weird in it. It doesn't matter who you are or what face you make. It winds up like cutting out part of your face or something. It's a little unsettling sometimes what it looks like when you're done. Once we were finished with Spaceship Earth, we worked our way over back to Soarin'. We did have one more fast pass here that we couldn't get a little bit earlier because you have to have the hour in between, you know. So went and rode Soarin'. This is one of our favorite rides here at Epcot. In fact, it's one of our favorite rides in all the parks. It's a lot of fun. Enjoyed riding that one for a few minutes. And then we went to our dinner reservation. I have been looking forward to this because we have reservations at Tokyo Dining and I love sushi. Alyssa does not love sushi.
No.
And so when my mom, who loves sushi, came into town, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to go to Tokyo Dining. I started off with the specialty soda they have. It is really interesting because it comes in a glass bottle and has a little glass ball inside that you have to actually break away and knock down into the bottle. Really unique experience, pretty good soda, not exactly like American soda, but it was still pretty good. And we started off with an appetizer of the tempura fried chicken. Really enjoyed that one. Alyssa found out that she can't actually eat most of the things on the menu here, which she doesn't like sushi anyway, and that kind of limits the choices a lot. And now there's actually food coloring in a lot of things.
A lot of their sauces have food coloring in them to make them pretty colors, to make them presentable to everyone, very picture worthy, Instagram worthy. And so when I explained to the server what I couldn't have, he's like, I'm gonna go find out what you can eat because I'm honestly not sure. And so when he came back, he basically said I could have any type of ramen, and that was about it. Now, I love ramen, so it was not a problem whatsoever. I did get the seafood ramen, and it was delicious. It was very light, and I appreciated that. I enjoyed it. I didn't necessarily want to fill up. Very good. I really enjoyed it, but it was a little different because I kind of expected more seafood and kind of heavier meal when I came. Didn't get any rice or anything, but I did enjoy the ramen.
And since I really wanted to try the sushi, my mom and I decided to kind of pool our resources and get a tuna roll that was a spicy, crunchy tuna roll. And then also we got a bento box that had different things in it so that we could kind of sample a little bit of everything. And out of everything that was in the bento box, with the steak and the tempura shrimp and all the teriyaki chicken, the different rolls, the nigiri, everything, my absolute favorite was the spicy, crunchy tuna roll. They had a volcano sauce and they had a dynamite sauce, and I very much prefer the volcano sauce. Absolutely loved it, and I could totally eat an entire roll instead of just half.
One of the really cool things about eating here at Tokyo Dining is the fact that if you're eating during illuminations, you can see the fireworks. Now, we were a little far away. We could have gotten up and gone and seen the fireworks, but we were eating and we were enjoying it, so we just kind of like watched them from afar. But those who were sitting along the window had a perfect view of illuminations, which is really awesome. So if you want to make sure you have a set spot to watch illuminations and get really good food, Tokyo Dining is a great option.
And they did have a few dessert items listed on the menu there. Alyssa could not have any of them though, and honestly, we were really full from all that food. So we decided to just walk it off, go back over to Boardwalk. We've got a little bit of a walk from Japan here to the International Gateway, back to Boardwalk. The crowd is getting kind of crazy because Illuminations just ended. So we're going to go ahead and make the long trek back over to Boardwalk. I should probably put long in quotation marks because it's really not that far. When we got over to Boardwalk, we were passing across by all the stores and restaurants, and suddenly we decided we were hungry because we walked such a long way now. We've burned off all the food we ate, and Ample Hills was right there, so we had to stop and get ourselves a late night snack of a brownie sundae from Ample Hills to share.
Shocking, I know. None of you would have guessed what we got, but I may have influenced that decision just a little bit.
Or entirely made the decision yourself.
We walked around the boardwalk eating our ice cream and just having a really nice time. We love the boardwalk at night. When we went back to our room, we did stay up very late talking because we were so excited Robert's mom is here. We're getting to visit with her. And that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.